Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound, and while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body and relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully Enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes to understand ourselves, how this practice can help for us to develop our spiritual practice, and at the same time, how we can improve ourselves to use our life to get the best out of this moment of existence. And at the same time, you have to remember that get the best out of mean you become a better person and share your life with others, and developing yourself not to be the same person. So when it comes to meditation, it is very important that inside yourself have some clarity regarding this practice. So when it comes to meditation as foundation, so we have two mental cultures, tranquility meditation and insight meditation. So tranquility meditation, another way we call samatha bhavana, or the one-pointness. Another insight meditation we call vipassana bhavana, or analytical meditation. So in the beginning, so this all we need, the both side we need. And there are some people, they come with different arguments. They sometimes say, you don't need tranquility meditation. Some say you must have the tranquility meditation. And some say you just can go to the directly vipassana meditation or the analytical meditation or the panya bhavana. So somehow, basically, to develop the foundation, we have to see the background and we have to understand the very purpose of this both. So the tranquility meditation, it is very old. And before the Buddha, there are many tranquility meditation techniques used to be in the world. And even today, that you can see many kind of tranquility meditation techniques have around us. So then you have to be aware about it. And through the tranquility meditation, what it does, it brings your mind to one-pointness. Why? Because our awareness always everywhere, scattered. It's separate to different parts. It is there, but it is not in one place. That is what we have to understand. And sometimes people say, our awareness is not here. No, your awareness is there, but it is not the right place. So what is the right place? It should be in the present moment. Sometimes our awareness in the past or in the future. So there is no human being can exist without awareness. And the awareness is there, but we have to bring it to the present moment. So the tranquility meditation help you to bring that to the present moment, or maybe focus to something. And developing before you go into tranquility state. So then we go to the vipassana level. So the vipassana level, vipassana meditation means it is introduced by the Buddha. So there was no any vipassana meditation before the Buddha. So the very purpose of the vipassana meditation, go into deeper and recognizing everything to the depth and understanding the very reality of what we experience. So the concentration help you to settle down, but the vipassana level will help you to go deeply and understand. And another way, very simple way to explain this both methods, the tranquility meditation or the samatha bhavana or the chitta bhavana or one-pointness help you to see things as it is. So why you have to come to a point to see things as it is? Because in day-to-day life, what we experience, sometimes we are not capable to see it as it is. It because of not our perception, it because of our mental interference, thought interference, another way we call the samskara or the mental formations or the cankers. And once you are capable to see things as it is, in the vipassana level, it will help you to go deeper and understand how things come to be as they are. So in that very level, mostly in the vipassana level, we understand and we talk about our inner experience, not about something in the outside. But the thing is this, in the very beginning, if you are capable to understand within yourself as who you are and that how things come to be as it is within your own experience, that understanding will take you to understand how things come to be as they are in the outside world. So then you are not going to miss anything. And you start with the most important part, that is yourself. Because the very reason, tranquility, even though you develop the tranquility meditation, it never take you to understand the very meaning of self. So without understanding the meaning of self or the I am, you are not capable to get out of the death or the rebirth or the reincarnation or the becoming. It's going to happen again and again and again. Maybe the duration going to be longer, whatever the existence you have, but still it's going to happen. So in the vipassana level, you deeply recognizing impermanence and the unsatisfactory nature and the selflessness regarding your inner experience. And once you have that clarity, within this, developing this both path, there is a certain wisdom arise in you. It's not belong to this thinking world. Because in this very conventional world, we mostly live by thinking. And sometimes, and as you experience, sometimes in our life, the repetition happen. Our actions, our bodily, verbally, mental actions happen even without thinking. See how far we are from the reality. We live our life, and sometimes we take very major decisions in our life, even not related to the, just by very common sense. Forget about vipassana level, kind of like a very analytical level of understanding. No. Even just sometimes we don't have kind of like a self-awareness regarding this conventional thing, because we are so much caught up in the patterns, the methods. So when it comes to develop the meditation part, so the one of the important thing is settling down with the posture. From the ancient time, and people, the rishis, the yogis, the monks, the enlightened masters, they knew the behavior of the body effect for our mind. So then you have to remember to work with your posture. So as you know, I just give a very simple example. As you know, like this body, 70% water. So just imagine this cup, if we fill with the water, the way we hold this cup is very important for the water. Because if we a little bit move, so what will happen to that inside water? So it's going to become unbalanced. And if you come to a very solid place and settle and keep the cup without moving, so what will happen to the inside water? So it itself going to settle down. So like that, remember your body is full of energy. That all air, it's always in move, it's moving. So then at the same time, your posture help for your energy to flow at the right direction. So what happens when your body is not in the right posture? The flow of energy not going to help for your practice. And sometimes we think about it's only head. We can't just play this game with only by head. As like a ordinary life. Just imagine. Life not going to happen the way we think. We can't maintain life with all the theories, the methods, and all our logics. And sometimes what we understand when it comes to physical world, it is completely different. So you can think many ways, but when it comes to reality, to apply it to material and physical world, you have to follow certain method. So that is a wisdom that you have to have when it comes to meditation also. But most of time what happens, we just look for our own comfort. We don't look into this body. We don't understand the mechanism of the body. We try to meditate, manipulating the system of our body. No, when it comes to meditation, the very first thing, you have to listen to your body. So listening to your body doesn't mean following your head, you try to make it comfortable. So the body has its own way. So like when you go to sleep, there is a posture. When you walk, there is a posture. When you eat, there is a posture. So like that, when it comes to meditation, take some time and practice yourself and develop this posture. It's very important. All the beginners, and when you practice day to day, right? Don't just go into your head or don't try to work with the mind, the very first level. No, start to work with your posture. So before the posture, even you can little bit take time and clean your body. You can, if you can have a shower, and if you wash your body or wash your face at least, and wash your feet and palms and clean your body. And maybe like 2 hours like that, you stay without eating heavy things. So like that, you have to prepare for the meditation. Not every day, maybe, but at least once a week, like that. If you follow that method, you will see in that day, your practice, you can gain good result out of it. So, and then you sit for the meditation and work with your posture. And for that, before you sit, sometimes you can do little bit moving, stretching, relaxing movements. So that's why, as you know, the yoga tradition, more than 10,000 years old, the tradition of the yoga came to world, it introduced not to exercise. So today in the world, yoga is a kind of like a part of exercise, just to maintain the body. But the very purpose of the yoga is not to exercise and have a kind of like a very physics or the very strong body. No, the very purpose of the yoga to attain into tranquility state, developing your meditation. That's why in the ancient time, people used to practice yoga to help to have a very clear, strong, solid posture. So still that you can get the benefit out of today also if you work a little bit. So somehow you think, oh, I can sit for 2 hours, 3 hours. But if you look very carefully, sometimes you come to a very 1 hour sitting posture, you don't come to the right posture work for the meditation. You just come to the posture, you feel comfortable. That doesn't work. So as example, you can eat the food maybe very tasty and you like it, but it is not healthy for you. So healthy food and food you like, totally different world, two different method. So the meditation also here, developing the posture, because that's the foundation. And some say, oh, forget about posture, no need the posture. There are some people, especially when it comes to tranquility, analytical meditation, vipassana meditation, once you have the wisdom, you go and you're ready to go, and you don't need the posture or anything like that, because you know you have the wisdom. But before you get into that, it's like a deep diver. It's like you jump from a parachute. The very first day, as a beginner, you can't just go to deep dive, even though you have all the equipment. Even you can't jump from the sky. You have everything, all the very best safety parachute you have, but you can't jump like that. You need some training. So for us also, we have to understand this. If you look for the meditation, start with the posture, give some time, work with it, and don't settle down with your comfort. Start to look into how it works for the meditation. And as example, when it comes to observing the sensation in front of your nose and your upper lip area, so your upper body. So when you cross your legs, what happens? Your heart, as you know, the blood, when it go down, and the heart need the extra effort to bring the blood up, pull the blood up from the legs. So when you cross your legs, what happens? Your heart has some kind of rest, because it no need a kind of like the effort to pull the blood from the bottom. Another thing is, when the heart become rest little bit, you save some extra energy. That help for you, all the breathing system and everything help for you to to invest it for your upper body. So for your eye, ear, nose, tongue, so, and the brain. So in that way, through your spinal cord, you have to remember when it comes to the meditation, especially the breathing meditation. So your spinal cord is the key point. You cannot manipulate that spinal cord, because in the middle of the spinal cord, there is the line called susumna. So that is how the breathing go up to your brain. So if you don't have the right alignments, the right angle with your neck and your head and your spine, you're not going to get the breathing energy to your brain. It slow down. And as a result of that, as you know, when the thoughts become busy, your breathing going to become so heavy. So your breathing and your body and your brain, so it interconnected. Your thought pattern interconnected. So then you have to remember, when your brain start to work properly, it get enough energy. So what happens? Your focus, your awareness become more relaxed and comfortable and easy. So this meditation is not you separate from the body mind and you do something. No, you are itself. It's the body mind, everything. So then there is no doer once you start to come to the right posture. So recognizing that and knowingly that, work with it a little bit. Sometimes it takes time. And sometimes, most of the time, we look for our comfort. We just have a kind of like a, settle down with the very comfortable way. And after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we fall into sleep. Or sometimes we caught up on some kind of thoughts and visualization or dreaming. We have like that. But start to work with your posture. And stay 5 minutes unmovable. Bring the awareness to your whole body. You don't move. Your neck, your head, your back straight, and your shoulders little bit open. And you don't shrink. And you keep open, and your palms not like this. Even you keep like, you open your palms and completely you sit as a whole body, as one, not parts. Even you cross your legs or even you sit on a chair, you have to feel your entire body as one, not just part. So 5 minutes, don't move, you stay unmovable. And sometimes when we practice in some meditation centers, they don't allow to move. We have to stay unmovable, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours to practice. Sometimes, and people can say, oh, sitting, what sitting can do? Of course, there are people so much busy in the world. And look, whole world is so busy. What we get out of this whole busyness? It's nothing. Only anxiety, depression, stress, fear, war, fighting, greediness. Those are the things we got. Most of time. More than any other time, people suicide. In the world. And their own lifestyle start to attack themselves. They get tired about themselves. Why? Because we go easy way. That's why we just go with the comfort. So that's right. Practice with the posture. You will see. Bring it. Work with your posture day by day, little bit. From the beginning. This is not about vipassana. This nothing to do with tranquility meditation, but the posture. It's kind of like you cleaning the place and settle down. And once you have it, and how you can develop the meditation. So the very first thing, you have the power of making decision. So that's the important thing that you have to work in your head once you sit. You have ability to accept or reject. Remember that. So that is the power of awareness. So then when you have the whatever primary mental object, so that is mean your choice. So it develop your choice. Just imagine. That is one of the major important part when it comes to our human life. Power of choice, making decisions. You have ability to say no or yes. No one can take that. It is 24/7. Doesn't matter whatever things happen in your life. Maybe it's collapsed, totally failed, and went completely wrong. But in this very moment, you have right, ability, strength to take yes or no to whatever in front of you. That is your true nature. That is your true power. So if you tune to that, there's no one can challenge for that ability. So once you have the posture, you come to that and you take one primary mental object. So that's mean what? You say yes to that. So then what will happen once you say to that? So it is your selection. It is your choice. So then you have to stand for that. And you start to select in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Now you observe if your mind go here and there. What will happen? So you say yes to this, and then within another moment, you drop it. That's mean. You don't have any self-responsibilities. You don't have any power or the strength, at least regarding within your own choice. So then how your life going to happen in this outside world? How you can just imagine, forget about the spiritual development, even in the very conventional level. If you can't take any responsibility, how you can become a successful person? Because in this material world, remember, day by day, these material things become advanced. And you have to have more wisdom, more energy, more strength to deal with this, not the people. Forget about people. It is a different subject, at least regarding these material things. So if you are not a person can take at least kind of like a responsibility to yourself, how you can survive in this material world. So that's why primary mental object will help you to have this power on you. So then you select whatever primary mental object, you be with it. It is your choice. So then whatever things come against it, you say no to that thought. Many thoughts will come, but you say no to it. So that is the beginning of your self-discipline. So that once you develop that, you are the one who is going to get benefit out of it. Because whatever this mind asks, whatever it try to go anywhere, if you behave like that way, remember, you will never going to have at least kind of like a very conventional happiness or satisfaction. It will make you kind of like a mess. Your mind has power to make you kind of like a hell. That's the thing. So you can't allow your mind, your thoughts to go here and there always. somehow you have to remember. You have to have some kind of ability to hold it to something. It's nothing to do with religion. It is nothing to do with the whatever the teachings come from ancient time. You know it is the reality. So then make a decision. Stay with the primary mental object. So as long as you can, and make it very clear. So it will help to develop the self-ability, self-responsibility. And then concentration, attention, work with it. Because you select something, that doesn't mean your awareness, your attention, concentration going to work there. See that most of time what happened today, we are so busy with things, and as I mentioned, that our attention is scattered everywhere. And we can't stay in one place, and even we can't go a little bit deeper into one thing. We always jumping. We like to change. And we like to, do little bit here, do little bit that, or kind of like, we are so much full of activities. We like to do that. So, but if you are trying to settle down and focus to something and develop concentration, then it is very difficult for you, especially nowadays, with this everything. And people like to move so fast, and people like to go into different things. So our awareness, that's why it's everywhere. When it go like that way, it become powerless. So how you can become powerful inside you? You select something and you stay with it, and you make your awareness concentration more sharp, clear, again and again, and little bit go deeper. So with the inhalation, exhalation, you recognizing in the beginning just the sensation, and then the very next level, inhalation, exhalation, you separately recognize. And then you go a little bit more deeper, the beginning, the middle, end of the inhalation, the beginning, the middle, end of the exhalation. And then you see it become more sharp and clear. Inhalation and exhalation has a different character. Some become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, so like that. So now you see more details. That means you go deeper into what you focus. And then you see it just not happen itself. It has a connection with the mind also. So according to the thoughts and the inhalation, exhalation, it behavior change. And when the inhalation calm down, it calm down the body, calm down the mind. So now you see it, you experience it. And when the body mind calm down, the inhalation also become more subtle and calm down. And then when the breathing calm down, the body calm down, the mind calm down, you feel joy and happiness with arise itself. It is not from something, because sometimes we never experience the happiness or the joy already inside us, inbuilt in us. As children, newly born babies, maybe we used to experience it, we never knew that. But after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, we pick up our life little by little with the toys, environment, and see what happened then. Our life become completely different. Only newly born babies we see with the natural happy pace. When we become young, when we become advanced, when we become matured, when we become old, what happening? Our whole life become like a misery. The very long, grumpy, face, no any kind of, joy in us. We all look it from outside. We always clinging to something, clinging to something. We become kind of like a beggars to this world. That beggary overtake us, and then there's no way to escape from it. And again and again, again, we go begging behind peoples, behind things, even these material things. The true nature, true happiness, when you deeply settle, that is where tranquility state. When you go deeper, you recognize without depending from anything, you are capable to experience deeper happiness and satisfaction in you. So you are the one who enjoy. It heals your entire body. It recovers from all the damages that you had in this whole journey. And then deeply you recognize it. And then that happiness and satisfaction and take you to more deeper, but still you aware it's a moment of experience. So somehow like that, and then what happened? Deeper, this mind has always looking for something, kama chanda, sensual pleasures related to find the satisfaction, me. Slowly it will disappear. And the vyapada, knowingly or unknowingly, we have the resistance, envy. We always have the desire to go against things, fight with things, and that also settle down. And this deeper laziness, tiredness, lethargic mind, that also settle down. And the comparison, and that also settle down. And all the doubt, this intelligence, the behavior we had, because most of the time we interfere with this world, with the thoughts, and always we compare, and that also settle down. And with all these 5 hindrances settle down, you come to very clear, pure mind. So that is what the very nature of mind, that is where you can experience the pure level of mind. And we never came to that purity. So once you have that pure, clear mind, what happens? You come to very direct perception. Whatever come to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. And without interference from the past or the future or the anchors, mental formations, directly you can experience. Your moment of experience itself become the understanding. Whatever see, hear, smell, taste, feel, that perception, once you perceive, that itself become the understanding. No, you don't bring thoughts to understand. You don't have that your previous experience dictionary to understand the very moment of experience. So once you have it, you know what is the nature of life. You know what happened in it. And that is where you come to receive now form, feeling, perception, volition, and recognition. It's a moment by moment happening according to causation, without unchangeable, solid, self-centered soul. And once you have it, that is the highest experience that you can have. So that is the power of the consciousness or the awareness. So once you have it, another thing you should have when it comes to practice. So, because without heart, without sensibility, if you develop the consciousness, you create a demon inside you. And that is what happened most of the time today. People are so focused to things. and they become so sharp to bring their awareness, but they miss the ability to keep connection with the others. And we don't have any kind of self understanding to share our life with others. And how this life we can share with others. And when you have the awareness focused to only you, what will happen? We develop more egocentric, self-centered mind. No, you have to have more compassion. Not to become like a machine, because your awareness, that is the thing. When you don't have understanding or feelings about other people or other living beings, other things, what happens? You become like a machine. You are so focused to something and you stay with it. You stay with it. Like, a lot of people, computer, cell phone, machines, or whatever, they're so focused to that. But we are so disconnected from we don't have the feelings about others. We can't feel other people, other living beings. We don't have the compassion, loving kindness, generosity. So the most of time, people out of the concentration, people can become successful in this material world. But that doesn't mean the world going to become better place unless if you come to develop the compassion. So that's why in your spiritual practice, you have to have that part also. So that's why the important when it comes to the religion or the spirituality, because the religion or the spirituality, it's always balance this both and develop it. So otherwise, you always think, what I can get from you. You can be focused to that. What I can get from you rather than what I can give to you. So both you need to be focused. You have to be aware. What I can give to you, I have to be aware about you. What I can get from you, I have to be aware about you. There are a lot of people, pickpocket people, they are, the people that stealing, they are very focused. But they are focused, what I can get from you. So that's why you have to see where you focus, the quality of the focus. And that's why you have to have the compassion, loving kindness. So you have to keep balance that also. And also, you have to think what I can do for you. Otherwise, always, if you start to think what you can do for me, your life going to become miserable, by the time. You will have the husband, wife, children, friends, and every day you will, what you can do for me. You always, that is what the life now happening. Why? Because we lose the ability of sensitivity or the understanding and connecting each other. Most of the time we develop this whole practice without the heart. So then remember, so you have to have all these three windows to develop your wisdom, go into deeper to have the proper right transformation. Ability to have the right choice and be with that choice and say no to things or to say yes to something. It is a power that you have it. And the concentration, focusing, and you have it. Opening to others, have an open heart, compassion, keep the connection, keep the sensitivity, understanding each other, share and caring your life each other. So in that way, your meditation going to become more better. So those are some few informations that you can see from different angle for your practice. So again and again, try to understand it yourself and become very clear. And how much you become clear, that much will help for you. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, as I mentioned from the beginning, and adjust your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, oh may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata chammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhamma nu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjissami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.